In Japan, a centuries-old craft transforms the most humble of materials, sand, into weapons of unparalleled elegance and power. This is the story of how Japanese masters forged swords from sand, a journey of fire, patience, and unparalleled skill. Our journey begins over a millennium ago in feudal Japan, where the samurai emerged as warrior elites. These warriors were not only bound by their strict code of honor, but were also defined by their weapon of choice, the sword. Forging these swords required a deep connection to nature, combining fire, water, and earth into a single, deadly masterpiece. A sword in Japan wasn't just a weapon, it was a reflection of the soul, embodying discipline, craftsmanship, and spiritual dedication. The foundation of every Japanese sword is satetsu, iron-rich sand in Japan's rivers and streams. This material is rich in potential, but requires mastery to transform it into steel. The process of transforming sand into steel begins with the tatara furnace. Heated to over 2,500 degrees Fahrenheit, the clay furnace fuses iron sand and charcoal over 3 grueling days, creating tamahagane, a high-carbon steel unique to Japanese blades. The tatara process is the soul of Japanese sword making. Without it, the steel would lack the purity and strength needed for a truly exceptional blade. Once cooled, the tamahagane is inspected, with only the highest quality pieces selected. These are heated, hammered, and folded repeatedly to remove impurities and create layers of steel. This folding process, done up to 15 times, strengthens the blade and gives it its unique structure. Folding the steel is an act of balance. Too much folding and it weakens, too little and the blade becomes brittle. This is where skill and intuition come into play. The blade's curvature is not added but naturally formed during hardening. This shape is essential, giving Japanese swords legendary speed and cutting power. Every strike of the hammer must be precise. The shape of the blade is as much an art as a science. The blade undergoes a process called differential hardening. A clay mixture is applied to the blade, controlling how quickly different parts of the steel cool. The exposed edge hardens into a razor-sharp cutting surface while the spine remains flexible. This is where the blade's soul is revealed. The clay patterns determine the heimin, the temper line that appears on the blade after hardening. Quenching the blade in water is a moment of truth. A single mistake can ruin weeks of work. But when done correctly, the blade emerges with its iconic curve and the shimmering hamon, a mark of its master's skill. Status of its owner.
And a responsibility.
stories of craftsmanship, culture, and the human spirit. If you've enjoyed this journey, subscribe to ExploreHist and uncover the world's most fascinating histories. Hit the subscribe button and join a community of curious minds as we explore the stories that shaped our world. Don't just watch history, be part of it. ExploreHist, bringing history to life, one story at a time. Subscribe now and never miss an incredible journey through time.